Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Steelers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Jets, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll go again with Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Dobbs toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Bell, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Bell, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw Dobbs. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. It's Dobbs. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. To throw again. David. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jetson possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, David. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. David. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down. David. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! 1, 9, 1,
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On second down, Dobbs toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Dobbs now on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio!
The give is to Bell, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing here, Dobbs. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Off-play action. David. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. David. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On the counter, here's Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's got some space here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go now. Back there in Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, David. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. David. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Again, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Dobbs. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go.
To throw is Dobbs. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Hurry up, hit me. Detroit! Here we go. Detroit! 3-19!
To throw on second down, David. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw on third down, David. And he comes back with one complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. David. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively. To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Let's go!
Now Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Dobbs. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there? Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. But still. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason. Right. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
This is Bell. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.